and welcome to another Wealth Management Fast Chat. Today, I'm joined by Jim Weil, Managing Partner at Private Vista. Jim, thank you for joining me today.
You're welcome, Maria.
Today, we're going to talk about the process of selling your company to Hightower. So let's go through the process. Tell me what it included.
Sure. The first thing we did was we really identified that we needed a definitive succession plan and something much more robust than what we had relied on in the past. We relied in the past on having the shareholders buy each other out, but our partners were, getting along in the years and over time, and we felt like we needed to have more clarity to that. So we really worked hard at trying to nail down what were our goals and objectives. And then ultimately, we hired an investment banker to help us explore what some of the options were besides internal succession.
And did you look at other companies before you decided to join Hightower?
We did. As part of the process we used is we developed a prospect list of about 40 potential suitors and really looked at the different business models that each offered. And along with our banker, we cut that list from 40 to 12. And then we sent a pitch book to 12 people. We had 9 express an interest and wanted to meet with us. So we did what I would call as a sort of a speed dating type arrangement where people flew to Chicago. We spent 3 or 4 hours with each group, learning a little bit more about them and they in turn about us. And then after that, we really culled the list down to 3 people. And we did a real deep dive with those 3 people, including on-site visits at their corporate location and headquarters, where we really met the full management team as opposed to a couple of people they sent to the management meetings. And that was a really good experience. It's also really time consuming and really intensive, but it also, I think, led to a great outcome.
And so what was it that you liked about Hightower?
Really, we liked a couple of things. We liked their vision. We felt like we shared a vision of the future of the advisory space. How they thought about the client experience, very planning oriented, very intimate, very relationship oriented. We also shared the vision that we think scale matters. And then the second thing we really liked about them was the people. We really respected the people that we interacted with at all the different levels, and we felt like we had a common culture, which to us was really critical.
And so how do you think you'll benefit from joining Hightower?
Sure, we hope to benefit from employing leverage. And by that, I mean, we get leverage out of the new partnership. So we're able to focus on the things that really move the needle for us: growth, career tracks, client experience, things that we're really good at. And we're able to leverage some of their experts on things we're not as good at, things like HR, compliance, maintaining the tech stack, things that we did because we had to, but they really weren't our core expertise. So we hope that both sides benefit from that leverage.
And so how did clients and employees feel about you joining Hightower?
Sure. We start with the clients because ultimately it's always about, what the clients feel about the whole process. And clients were either neutral to positive, because in most cases we went to the clients and said the people that you're accustomed to working with, you're still going to work with. The financial planning tools and the process we've been following, we're going to continue to follow. Your fees, by the way, those are the same. So from a client standpoint, most people either said it's sort of a non-event, or they said, hey, it's great you have a few extra tools in the toolbox, whether it's trust services, family office, or the like. So they were either neutral to a positive. Most were happy for us that they felt like we had a clearer succession strategy, which ultimately could affect some of them as well. And especially when we're working with multiple generations within the same family. And from an employee standpoint, it was an opportunity for us to bring in some new partners. So we were able to name 4 new partners from our G2 and create more clear direction for a clear career path for even that G3 group.
So as parting advice, what would you give, what would you say to other firms that are thinking about joining Hightower?
I'd say a few things. First, I'd say is get your house in order. Go through all your legal documents. Make sure you have all your non-competes in place. You don't want to be having those conversations once people know you're looking at outside capital opportunities. So you want to clean your house and hire an outside counsel to get a fresh opinion on that. Second thing is I'd say expect the process to be really intensive. One of my partners summarized it best. You ran a marathon at a sprinter's pace. So you really do need to be committed to going through the right process and just expect it to take time because it will, especially to do it right. And the third thing I'd say is hire a banker. now I can't even believe we briefly entertained in doing this without a banker, and I can't imagine how we would have done that. You need to find somebody you trust who understands our space, but it was critical.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you. Joining me today is Jim Weil, Managing Partner of Private Vista.
Thanks, Maria.